Got ourselves Tree, gonna be first up, charging out versus Haster, I don't even know what you call you. Haster, I don't even know her. Gonna be a full VT up onto the Tree as the bleeds are just rotting the priest down, maybe in a bit of trouble. Does get himself the Aegis really early on. Full wood eruption, trying to go for a root onto Tree, but Tree looks like he's able to mostly avoid it. Big CC lockdown with a Mindbender joining in. Stun onto Hug, but he does go in for a Mind Games. Quick interrupt by the Feral Druid. Could potentially go for another Mind Games. Looks like the Shotgun's got a lot of damage, maybe big damage onto Hayes. Does get bashed up. That's gonna be a full wall. This is gonna go for a Fear. Mind Games out of that wall. It's not gonna be a Mind Games outside of the wall. It's Mind Games in the wall, but Dark Mindful Insanity is gonna slow him down by quite a bit. Potentially root into the Feral Druid, trying to go for big eruptions. Going to be a Barskin, does go for a bash. Does any of those eruptions connect with Tree? They do not, but it's going to be a disperse as the bites come out. Man, the two are matched up. Normally, a Feral Druid in the previous expansions would walk in and just devour a priest, but now the priest is able to stand toe to toe. They are getting some of the survivability reduction over the next few days, but man, so far, holding strong, holding his own. Stun onto Tree. Doesn't have much of a shield. Definitely needs to go for as much survivability as possible. Got himself a Cypher to slow down the Feral. Needs a Vampiric Embrace. Everything you can in order to help yourself survive. Maybe Power Word Live. That's going to be helpful. Does he have any stuns to fall? If you can get a lockdown onto Tree, you'll be a fantastic spot DPs. But no, Tree is going to be able to bite you down with those bleeds ramping up and those bites securing the kill. That's a tough one right there. Jesus. Leg sweep onto Tree. Big kicks by Sura. Oh! Strike of the Windlord just eliminates him. Just a quick 1-2 to the kitty cat's face. Oh no, why would you punch a cat's face like that? Karma immediately for both of them as Lair trying to see if he can go in for damage. This is going to be Sura taking whatever momentum established from a Feral and trying to see if he can take it into Lear. Lear with a Karma immediately. Surika is going to go for a big defensive. It's going to be Dampen Harm together with Diffuse Magic. Lear also Dampen Harm, Diffuse Magic, also Forward Brew. Does Sura use Forward Brew? Hard to tell because Forward Brew doesn't show up as a defensive, but you can see monks go a little bit bigger and grayed out. They get all grayscale like this. That's how you know they're in fortified. It's like a stone form version for them. Used to clear bleeds too back in the day. Big damage on the Fist of Fury. Lear trying to see if he can back up out of this. Still Zuen chasing on him. It looks like Zuen retreated. Lear with the weirdest jab ever. Just kind of went all over the place. Zurich trying to see if he can go for recovery, but does get kicked down. My goodness, that jab should not, I feel like that jab should not function the way it does. Nerzul up next with a light lasso onto Lear. Lear trying to see if he can trick it out of it. Big Ellie Blast right now, trying to see if he can blast him out. Oh, and there goes a Storm Strike. Nerzul got himself a little bit of healing. Shaman is another class that's going through changes. Their lightning bolts, while empowered by Primordial, are not going to be as effective, but the base lightning bolt, not touched at all. Elemental Blast, nerfed by like 15%. Not the biggest nerf ever, but it is going to try to see if it can potentially reduce some of the damage that they did. WTF is a jab, so when they run Key for Sky Reach ability, it gives them a jab that will have a 10-yard range that will kind of charge you to the enemy. And I guess you'll take the 10 yards away from you from the bridge, and it'll just kind of path them over to you immediately. It is weird. I feel like it shouldn't work that way, because I feel like it should connect the pathing of how long it takes to travel, but it doesn't really do that. I remember that stuff was doing the same thing in Shadowlands. Big Ascendance for Nerzul. Does he have enough to take the Vampire? Big Karma to fall. Does he just fight through a Karma? Potentially, I think Nerzul is just gonna keep trucking through it. Big Ellie Blast to fall. Does Vampire have enough to take him down with Fist of Fury? Nerzul just needs one more global. Is it gonna be enough though? Got himself a little bit of healing. Not a lot of Maelstrom. Ghost Souls at the ready. Gonna be immediate Karma for just a moment. Oh! And Nerzul does end up capitalizing from one monk to the next. He is going to need all that Maelstrom if he wants to fight Val. Sending out the Ghost Wolves in to try to start building some Maelstrom. Shield Defendants up. Diablo wants to play it very defensive. Going to be dropping down a totem and just walking away from Var. Using that Maelstrom established by these wolves. Var trying to see if he can reposition himself. He's looking at Reverence. I think I confused him for a second with Rev walking out. I think setting up a gateway. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. He's like, you know what? I want to make sure, because I guess he's next. He wants to make sure he walks in. He's not given an opportunity to do that. Gonna be Nerzul backing up out of there for just a second. Got himself a big totem versus Var. Plenty of Maelstrom, but that's gonna be a blind. Nerzul, is it gonna be okay? It's gonna be a grounding totem dropped in actually. Did Var realize it was a grounding totem? That was a perfect placed grounding totem for Nerzul on the blind. I think Var decided, you know what? I'm not gonna do it just because I know it's gonna be Hodge. I'm not in good range. I can't really reach it. All that stuff. It's kind of weird. Can't really kill it with a Consecrate Crusader Strike. So I'm gonna back up. Nerzul hit with a stun. Man is a tricky coming back up very soon. Wall available. Var blasting him out while in the bubble, but it doesn't have wings. Oh, big Ellie Blast just dunking on that boy. My goodness, Nerzul, could he potentially go? If he can fight through Fang, that could be a 4-0 for Nerzul right here. But Fang is a hell of a competitor. By the way, Fang has 3 people to get through him. Can he do it? Big bleeds on Ner'zhul, popping on a wall, trying to see if he can potentially reduce the damage from Fang. Fang with a reflect, which is valuable against an enhanced Shaman, which how much magic damage the output. Gonna be Ner'zhul, still with the wall, trying to see if he can knock back the warrior, but he got himself yet another charge. The totem may not stop him, trinket to fall as the fear comes out. Ner'zhul needs some kind of survivability right now, because Fang is right there, right on top of him with an executor at the ready. Gonna be slamming all these totems out of the way quickly with a rampage taking them down. Reverence immediately hits him with a slow. Gonna be Reverence establishing a dominant position at the top of the stairs. Does he have a succubus somewhere by? Oh, he does. He does. I'm not gonna track it just not to give Fang a, not to tell him exactly where it's at. Gonna be a big burst by Reverence with a Mortal Call onto Fang. Does have a Reflect. I think the Reflect actually went back to Reverence. It's gonna help crack through a big defensive of a Shield of Dark Pact. I was about to say Shield of Vengeance, but it's like a different one. It's like actually kind of somewhat of a better version because it's a very versatile CD and highly effective. Shield of Vengeance is generally good. It's gonna be, oh no, Bountiful Break, and Fang is gonna be a lot of fire damage. Stormbolt and Reverence does have a board for it as Fang wanted to close the gap. Got him so big and Rage Regen wants to go Bloodthirsting, but he literally can't. Reverence got himself in such a good position, he's able to kind of kite out Fang and then port away from him, keeping away from the guy. Mobility is going to be something that Fang will have to play into, but second wind is helping out tremendously here. Just being able to reset, because it looks like Reverence doesn't want to reposition. He doesn't want to push in at Fang. He wants to fight him on his own terms. He feels like that's going to be the best way he's going to win. But this allows Fang an opportunity to completely hard reset. If he runs away, puts Reverence in a position where he doesn't want to go, where he's not comfortable in, then Reverence is not going to stay over there for long. He needs, at some point, Reverence is going to have to push in. He's going to have to be able to, you know what? I need to commit, run in with defenses, try to see if I can finish off the warrior. That may be the only plan he's really got. Going to be Fang, trying to see if he can interrupt the succubus just kind of next to it in case he needs to use a pummel on it. Just always kind of watching for it. Big leap back on Reverence, trying to see if he can juke him out. Doesn't quite get to do that. Going to be the succubus you see right after. With a soul fire loaded up as Fang is plenty healthy right now. Trying to see if he can port the warrior out of the way. It's going to end up porting him out. Fang does have a charge to reconnect back with a root onto Reverence. Reflect up. I don't really know if you could reflect from Fang, but the man got plenty of bleeds. It's going to be a big port. That's going to be big mobility for Reverence as Fang trying to catch up with a bunch of Bloodthirsts back to back, cleaving right through his succubus with the reflect to follow. Going to be a wall for Reverence. Maybe in trouble. Could be the execute range. Does have a Mortal Call for Fang in just a mere seconds, but I don't know if you're going to. Oh my god! That Bloodthirst build, the Bloodbath build, is so strong for Fury Warrior. He's just bloodthirsting at the guy. As he gets low, he gets to use him more and more and more and more. Just fervent. With the Mexicans on top with a big bleed. Oh, but Kragman does end up capitalizing on it. With a Fang who's got really softened up by the Destro Warlock. Well done, well done. Win their Zone 3-1. Let's go. Enhancement Shaman, boys. Utilize enhancement before he gets nerfed, because your burst capabilities are getting slightly adjusted. I think you're still going to be a very, very effective, but who knows.